Hello everybody. Today we are going to be talking about fronts. So in your Edmodo, scroll until you find the post that says fronts. We have the link for the reading. We have our practice questions, and we have my email you can send your answers to. So let's take a look at fronts. So when air masses move, they're going to run into each other. So when cold air masses move south from the poles, they run into warm air masses moving north from the tropics. And the boundary between two air masses is going to be called a front. Air masses usually don't mix at a front. So because of temperature and pressure differences, they are going to cause clouds and precipitation. So we have different types of fronts that we'll talk about. We have cold fronts, we have warm fronts, occluded fronts, and stationary fronts. So a cold front is going to form when a cold air mass runs into a warm air mass, and the cold air mass is going to move faster than the warm air mass. So because of this, the cold air mass is going to lift the warm air mass out of its way, and as the warm air rises, its water vapor is going to condense and form some clouds, and we're going to get some precipitation. So if the warm air is also humid, we're going to get heavy precipitation. So temperature and pressure difference between the two air masses are also going to cause winds, and the winds may be very strong along a cold front. All right. So as the fast-moving cold air keeps moving, so does the cold front. And cold fronts are known for bringing sudden changes in the weather. So there may be a thin line of storms right at the front that moves along with the cold front. And the storms are going to be different based on the season: spring, summer, fall, winter. Warm fronts happen when a warm air mass runs into a cold air mass. Okay, so in this case, the warm air mass is moving faster than the cold air mass, and the warm air mass is going to flow up over the cold air mass. And as in the cold front, as the warm air rises, it's going to cool. And this is a little more gradual. So this brings about clouds and light precipitation. Warm fronts move slowly and cover a wide area. So this is more of a gradual change in the weather, and it's over a broader area. Okay, after a warm front passes, the warm air is going to leave behind some warm temperatures. Next, we have occluded fronts. So this is when a warm air mass gets trapped between two cold air masses. All right, so we can see here. The warm air is going to be lifted up above the cold air, and then we get cloudy weather and precipitation along the front. Stationary fronts are ones that don't move. So two air masses come into contact with each other and they stop moving. So this type of front may bring clouds and precipitation in the same area for many days because it is not moving. So make sure you finish your questions and turn them in to me.